They are the most commonly used techniques or tools used in conduct of research. Now start with the Mann-Whitney U test. So Mann-Whitney U test is basically a parallel to student t-test for independent sample. Here observations are made separately on two groups, and we want to compare median of two groups are similar or different. The main purpose is comparing medians of two independent data sets. Let us take an example. In this conduct of non-parametric test, first you have to sort your data, combined data, mix your data set, arrange, increase them in the order them, and rank each values. If there is any type, take the average of these values, find the sum of each of the column, T1 and T2, and find their average, and then Z value is there. So this is when we are calculating manually. Right? Since we are using software, straight away we can go to the output and evaluate all these findings. So based on this Z value, if your P value is less than 0.05, null hypothesis is rejected. We say there is a significant difference in median between two groups. Let us take an example. Here we have got two set of measurement. Here we have made measurement about job satisfaction of employees in two factories. So we have approached two factory employees, factory A and factory B. We measure their job satisfaction on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 indicates highly dissatisfied, 10 indicates highly satisfied. So our purpose of object of comparison is there any difference in the median job score of these employees? So run the Mann-Whitney U test, you will get the result. How we run this one? Let us see the test. I'll just display the sum of the steps using this one screenshot. This is the data arrangement. So job satisfaction is one column and this column is group. This will identify those who belong to factory A and factory B. Here code 1 indicates employees belong to group factory A, code 2 belongs to factory B. Through analyze, you select the non-parametric test, select the independent two sample test, and then you identify the test variable, that is job satisfaction score. Then under the grouping variable, you take the groups and define these groups. How many groups you have? So you can compare maximum two groups only, even though there may be more than two groups. Group 1 and group 2. Select these two groups and then select the descriptive statistics so that it will give the median and all the related measurements. So then this outcome is, so Z value is minus 3.1 is P value is 0.001. So since it's this exact significance there, this is the P value it is showing for the P value. Significant test. Asymptotic significance two-tailed. This is for two-tailed and this is one-tailed. So since we are going for a two-tailed test, as we are considering whether the median of two groups is different, so this hypothesis is rejected and alternative is hypothesis. We conclude that there is a significant difference in median job satisfaction score between employees of factory A and factory. Suppose if you are conducting an experimental study, we want to find out the effect size, because knowing only significant doesn't. So to what extent our intervention is effective, we can find the effect size by using this Z value, Z by square root of n, it is 0.7. So if based on this R value, if suppose if you will get a R value of point up to my very mild correlation is there. If R value lies between 0.2 to 0.5, moderate correlation or moderate effect is there. If R value is greater than 0.5, then the strong intervention effect. So based on all this R value, we can draw conclusion about the effectiveness of intervention or experimental material we are undertaking. So this is useful, very useful in case of experimental studies. Only finding the P value is not end. So when you report these results, you have to see that you are reporting the median of the two groups and median value of this Mann-Whitney U test value, Z value and P value. And if you are finding the effect size and you report the Z value. Z value you have to calculate it manually. SPSS does not report Z value. So you have to find it manually. So this is mainly used for two separate groups, independent sample. One group is of factory A, another group is of factory B. Now let us come to paired test, parallel to paired t-test, that is Wilcoxon signed rank test. So Wilcoxon signed rank test is used when two samples are paired or related, means the measurement is made on same person at two different point of time. Say for example, before start of the experiment or after the experiment. This is equivalent to paired t-test. So here we make the null hypothesis that there is no median change in systolic BP. There is significant median change in systolic BP. We use the Wilcoxon signed rank test. And here also if p-value is less than 0.05, we reject the null hypothesis and say there is a significant change. So how to carry out this one? We use the Wilcoxon signed rank test W, which this is the W and square root sigma of W. And we calculate the Z value based on this one differences and assigning a ranks to this differences. Then compute this sum of these ranks, all positive ranks or negative ranks. Now let us take an example. Suppose you want to evaluate what is the impact of people going to gym. Suppose people are going to gym to reduce the weight. So we want to know, is it really working, going to gym and we are able to reduce our weight? Or is it whatever change we notice is due to chance, or is it is because of this one? So we have recruited 10 persons who are going to gym. We notice their weight before going to the gym, and we have noticed their weight after going to the gym. So in order to run the non-parametric test of this one, we have selected signed rank test of two related samples. This is a two related samples. Because how it is two related sample? The before and after measurements are related to the same person, so it is a two related sample. And we have to select the pair of measurements for which we are comparing, before and after. So this is the result we got it. It's asymptotic significance, its p-value is 0.019, which is less than 0.05. So there is a significant difference is there. So based on this p-value, we can say there is a significant median change. So when you report your result, you report the median. Median weight before was 78.55 kg and interquartile range was 22, which is equivalent to finding the standard deviation. If you are reporting mean and standard deviation, in case of non-parametric test, you report median and interquartile range. And this Z value and P value and state the conclusion. So this is about signed rank test. Now coming to the Kruskal values test. You must have heard about ANOVA test. So when we use the ANOVA test is used basically when we are comparing arithmetic mean of more than two groups. So in case of non-parametric test, we use the Kruskal value test. Here we are comparing medians of more than two groups. So we start with the hypothesis, null hypothesis that the median of all groups are similar. Alternative hypothesis that median of all groups are different, and H statistics is used. And note down the N1 and N2 number of observation. This one N1 and N2 in each of the group. Find the sum of the rank ups. Here also you have to make the same thing. Mix all the group. Find out their ranks of each of the respective. This one. Suppose if you are carrying out using the